think it took about a week for him to come back and said, hey, I got a response. They want to interview you. I was like, okay, let's do it. Mind you, it's been a while since I've had an interview. It's been over a year and a half, probably even longer than a year and a half since I've been on an actual job interview. To me, I do very well at interviewing. I'm a good interviewer. I can honestly say that. I'm one of those little people who doesn't get nervous in interviews. I really look at the benefit from both sides. It's a mutual benefit. So that's kind of like how I go into my interviews, which is why I think I do so well and I don't get intimidated by a job interview at all. He set up the time, and what was so crazy, when he told me the time, it was actually within a week that he called me, and I was like, oh shit, I gotta get prepared. The person I interviewed with initially was the actual manager that I would be working with if I was to get the position. He was absolutely a really good guy to interview with. Like, he asked really good questions. You know, he asked questions, of course, about me in the agile environment, my background, the companies I work for, how comfortable I am with certain systems, platforms, things of that nature, and what a typical day as a product manager looked like for me in my previous roles. The interview went really well. I believe the interview went really well, to the point where by the time we were done with the interview, he actually thanked me. He thanked me and said, thank you for making this such an easy interview, because normally sometimes you can interview people and it could be very awkward. He said, and I was just super comfortable with you and I appreciate your attitude towards the interview. I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm just one of those girls who's good at interviewing. Like I told you, I always get people who thank me for the interview. I feel like sometimes interviews can be just as nerve-wracking for the person who's doing the interview versus even you who are the interviewee. So I made him feel comfortable, and then in turn, because of his level of comfortability, it in turn made me feel more comfortable. Of course, I asked all my questions about the company, the role itself, of course, and what they're looking for, how soon they're looking for someone to start, and when can I hear back? Like, what's the follow-up thing here? I was like, okay, sounds great. Thank you so much for the opportunity. I look forward to hearing from you soon. All the time, guys, I am actually doing this interview, like in this space, I'm really trying not to be hopeful. Did an interview and I just tried to just forget about it, because who knows, I'm gonna be picked to go to the next round. He called me within a week and said, hey, they want to now take you to the next round. And the next round in this interview is going to be a written assessment. Get the assessment. It is just 3 different scenarios that they want us to kind of talk about our experience. How will we handle them? How will we troubleshoot? How will we communicate? What's the process like? How would you prioritize? I took about 24 hours, honestly, because I wanted to give myself time to really read about it and just understand the assessment, the questions that they're asking, and try to answer them the best of my ability from my experience. The assessment back to him the next day, and he said, okay, I got it. I'm going to send it to them right away. And I was like, okay, here we go.